Good evening. President Bongbong Marcos says he had a call with U.S. President-elect Donald Trump where he expressed the Philippines' desire to further deepen the ties between the Philippines and the U.S. Marcos, in an ambush interview, describes his call with Trump as friendly and productive. According to Marcos, the call with Trump was scheduled for the morning of Tuesday, November 19. Marcos says he and Trump discussed the alliance between the Philippines and the U.S., describing it as a relationship that is as deep as it could possibly be. Marcos says he also reminded Trump that the majority of the Filipinos in the U.S. voted for him, expressing hope that the new U.S. president will remember it. When asked if he discussed the topic of Filipino immigrants in the U.S. with Trump, Marcos clarifies that the call was purely congratulatory. The U.S. is one of the Philippines' primary allies, especially in the face of China's aggressions in the West Philippine Sea. Since he took office in 2022, Marcos has been moving the Philippines closer to the U.S. after replacing Rodrigo Duterte, who pivoted the country's foreign policy away from Washington and toward Beijing. Cooler weather is now expected across the country as the State Weather Bureau announces the onset of the Northeast Monsoon or Amihan. In a statement on Tuesday, November 19, Pagasa says a high-pressure area strengthening over Siberia has triggered a surge of northeasterly winds, signaling the onset of the Amihan. Pagasa explains that this weather pattern is expected to affect the northern portion of Luzon starting Tuesday, following the passage of Tropical Cyclone Pepito. Successive surges of northeasterly winds are also expected over the next 2 weeks, cooling the surface air temperature over the northern portion of Luzon. According to Pagasa, the northeasterly wind flow is expected to dominate most of the country, bringing cold and dry air. The State Weather Bureau adds that the episodes of wind and cold temperature surges and increasing prevalence of rough sea conditions are also expected in the coming months. Pag-asa declared the end of the Southwest Monsoon or Habagat season in early October. The Philippine and Indonesian governments are discussing the potential transfer of Jane Veloso to a detention facility in Manila, according to the Department of Foreign Affairs. In a statement on Tuesday, November 19, the DFA confirms that discussions regarding Veloso took place but does not provide other details on the matter. The DFA says it hopes for a successful resolution of the issue that will do justice to Veloso and her family, as well as strengthen relations between the Philippines and Indonesia. In 2010, Veloso was apprehended at Adus Egypto International Airport in Yogyakarta after authorities found over 2.6 kilograms of heroin in her luggage. Veloso said she was unaware of the presence of the drugs as the luggage had been given to her by recruiters Julius Lacalilao and Maria Cristina Sergio. She was sentenced to death just 6 months after her arrest. In 2015, the Indonesian government delayed Veloso's execution after new evidence emerged that she was also victimized by a drug trafficking syndicate. China says no military agreement should target any third party after the Philippines and U.S. signed a deal on sharing classified information and technology. In a press conference on Monday, November 18, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Jian reiterates China's position that security cooperation between countries should not harm a third party's interest. According to Lin, upholding the neighborly friendship and strategic autonomy is supposedly the only way to maintain regional stability.
不论签署何种军事协定，开展何种防务安全合作，都不得针对第三方或损害第三方利益，更不得破坏地区和平，加剧地区紧张。维护本国安全，维护地区和平稳定，唯一正确的选择是坚持睦邻友好，坚持战略自主。
Beijing's remarks come after Philippine U.S. defense chiefs signed the General Security of Military Information Agreement, allowing the real-time sharing of highly classified intelligence and technology. The deal establishes that both countries will protect and handle classified military information to an equivalent degree of protection as required by the releasing country. The pact also does not compel either country to share information and only facilitates faster information sharing if the need arises. This comes as the Marcos administration pushes back against Beijing's territorial claims over most of the South China Sea and as U.S. President-elect Donald Trump prepares to return to office. The Department of Trade and Industry releases the 2024 Noche Buena Products Price Guide, noting many of these essential items have remained at their 2023 prices while others have even decreased. In a statement, the DTI says the guide includes prices for 236 stock-keeping units from 22 Noche Buena manufacturers across 12 categories. Particularly, the list includes prices of ham, queso de bola, fruit cocktail, cheese, sandwich spread, all-purpose cream, mayonnaise, pasta noodles, elbow and salad macaroni, and tomato and spaghetti sauce. According to the DTI, 121 Noche Buena items sustained their prices, specifically certain brands of ham, fruit cocktail, queso de bola, sandwich spread, cheese, spaghetti sauce, tomato sauce, and all-purpose cream. Meanwhile, the 13 items with price reductions include select brands of mayonnaise, pasta, elbow macaroni, salad macaroni, and all-purpose cream. The DTI says the price guide aims to provide consumers with a broad selection of options this holiday season. The agency adds that the price listed in the Noche Buena price guide will remain effective until December 31 to ensure access to reasonably priced products through Medianoche. The DTI also advises consumers to report to the agency if they see items that are priced above the guide. And these are the stories you need to know today. I am Zaharian Sarao. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net.